My thoughts are infected. I live a life inside my head where we exist. A world where you realized what you let go. I promised you wouldn't hurt me, so I let my walls down. I'm once again shattered by my reality. I felt zombified, as if someone drained my soul. I created an illusion that you never fit. Happiness comes sparingly, and I'm ready for the permanence of contempt. Sometimes I close my eyes in hopes to hear your voice and feel you. You told me all the things I wanted to hear, only for you to disappear. I don't think you ever realized just how much you meant to me in that short amount of time. You were the first person I fell for who actually knew me. Bloodshot eyes and a broken heart. These are the times I fall apart. I've never been a fan of romance. The whole concept of self-completion through the presence of another individual seemed pathetic to me. My longest relationship was a month. This never bothered me. It almost became a rule. Usually by a month into a relationship, I grew bored and wanted something new. Or I just didn't want to deal with the emotions that might emerge. This is where we first met. I remember that day vividly. I always had this fantasy of meeting a random person and absorbing myself into deep conversation with them, pouring out secrets from depths I've never exposed to anyone, or even truly explored myself for that matter. It's a strange fantasy filled with irony since I keep my walls up, but the whole concept seemed rejuvenating. Exposing yourself to a stranger, knowing you'll never see them again, releasing your inner soul to breathe for that moment in time and being able to walk away lifted. You were that person. I told you things I've never told anyone. I let my walls come down, knowing I was just going to cut you out of my life right after. It was a tragic mistake. It took me that one conversation to fall for you. You knew me better than my closest friend of 10 years. You were an experiment gone wrong. I don't think you ever realized just how much you meant to me in that short amount of time. You were the first person I fell for who actually knew me. The short time together was bliss. I craved you, to hear your voice, to feel your touch. You made me feel alive. Sometimes I close my eyes in hopes to hear your voice and feel you. But I don't. I'm once again shattered by my reality. You told me all the things I wanted to hear, only for you to disappear. I felt zombified, as if someone drained my soul. I was a lifeless being. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't eat. You infected my thoughts. The only way I could escape you was through sleep, but even that world was soon plagued. I miss waking up in your arms. I could get lost in your blue eyes. Now when I wake, I'm alone, distant, cold. I wonder if you ever think of me. I wonder how fast you moved on. I've dated others who told me they'd give me the world, but there's always the same problem. They weren't you. I don't even know how I fell so hard for you. I knew nothing about you, yet you knew me entirely. Honestly, I can't even name one aspect I liked about you. The negatives outweigh any positives, if any, by far. I created an illusion that you never fit. I live a life inside my head where we exist, a world where you realized what you let go. I want so badly for these worlds to merge, to hear you say you miss me and want me without having to say it first. You promised you wouldn't hurt me, so I let my walls down. The connection was deep, letting out everything hidden in darkness. Comfort and relief overcame me as I poured out, only to cause destruction. My walls were down, my once strong resistance towards emotion was no longer existent. I became an easy target. I always found it sickening how one can fall for a person who never even shows they care. Have I become one of those pathetic people? I'm ready now. I'm ready to move on. The only one destroying myself is me. These constant bruising thoughts and fantasies have overshadowed my mind long enough. I'm letting you go. So many people feel the need to change themselves after heartbreak. They feel empowerment by saying they've become a new person. This is just an unoriginal coping mechanism. They portray themselves as a new, strong, independent person, but behind the mirage, they are the same person. The same person who was not good enough for the one who broke their heart, so they seek change. I'm not seeking change. I'm seeking peace of mind. I want my life back. I want to be able to control my thoughts, and now I can. It's been a long road. So does time honestly heal all wounds? No. There's always going to be scars from the past that stay with us. But I've learned these scars represent lessons that can only be learned through the experience of wounds. Once healed, the scars left cause the skin to grow tough. This strength I'm incredibly thankful for. Bloodshot eyes and a broken heart. These are the times I fall apart.